Hi everyone, I'm testing a new bike today. I've been kindly sent by Fiido their new Nomad bike. It's quite like a mountain bike, to be fair. It's got suspension forks, it's got knobbly tyres. To be honest, it's probably the type of bike that you could use to commute to work, especially in Liverpool because of the terrible roads. I'm going to head down this way and just show you a little bit of its capabilities off-road as well. Now there is a little bit of a walkway where we take the dog, take Carla. It's quite narrow, but I am going to do my utmost to try and get us through and into the woods. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Yep, cars are through. Sorted. So, what I've just pressed there, I think it was just the display. That's all okay. So yeah, this Nomad has got the capability of dealing with any rough stuff. This is just a path through the woods. We often take Carla, and you'll see how easily it's going to cope with this. But this isn't the whole deal with this particular bike and what I would like to talk about today. I'd like to talk about how e-bikes like this, and this is the normal type of e-bike, it's pedal assist up to 15.5 miles an hour. It's got different modes. We're just in eco at the minute. Probably don't even need it on. It's a little heavier than a normal bike, but it's not that bad. But yeah, are these e-bikes or pedal assist bikes taking over from motorbikes? Well, motorbike sales are quite down, if I was honest, over the last little bit. Motorbike sales are struggling, and I think it's actually got a fair bit to do with machines like this. If you're thinking of a vehicle to take you to work or a commute, I'm just going to slow down for these two. Thank you, buddy. How are you, mate?
Not too bad.
You keeping well?
Yeah. Mate,
I'm filming. I'll have to crack on. Take care, mate. It's one of my old pupils. But yeah, these type of bikes may be taken over from motorbikes. I've recently, I don't know whether you've seen on my main channel, I've put a little post that I've got rid of my Triumph Tiger, just didn't use it. And I can understand how if you had an e-bike like this, you'd probably think that it was a possible better option. You're not going to be paying for insurance. You're not going to be paying for road fund license. You're not going to be paying for fuel. You're not going to have a big depreciation issue like I had with my Triumph. It did cost me a right few quid, to be honest. But if you're doing maybe even a 10-mile commute, personally, I don't think, and I'm yet to test this, I am going to test this. But I think possibly a bike journey at certain times a day would be just as quick, if not quicker, than a motor vehicle cutting through traffic. Okay. So you could spend your money on something like this and then quite easily get yourself to work with very little cost. So bike cope with all of that really well. It's really comfortable. It's got Shimano gear set, it's got hydraulic brakes. Feels quite comfortable, to be honest, the seating position. Happy with it. And all the time we've just been in eco as well. Battery range, and this is something that I do really want to talk about with this e-bike. 79 kilometers on one battery. There is a possibility of having more than one. I'm going to explain that in a second. So 79 kilometers on one battery. That's just under 50 miles. I'm not sure how turning it up into different modes, we're in sport instantly, gives much more assistance. If you're the type of rider who needs more assistance, there's no embarrassment. Although some groups of cyclists would criticise anyone for riding an e-bike, there's no embarrassment. You're doing more exercise than sitting on your bum. So yeah, the extra assistance will cut down on the mileage you can do. However, for me, it's irrelevant. So I am going down onto the roads. I've got a couple of other things about this bike that I'd like to have a little talk about. Gear shifts, smooth, accurate. Nothing more than I'd expect from Shimano stuff. We have lights on, can't remember which one it is. No, that's the horn, that's good as well. I think the lights are on this, you press and hold. Maybe they're automatic, I don't know. I haven't had a little look yet. You just press and hold. No, don't know. I'll have a little look at that anyway another time. But we do have lights that are integrated within the bike, front and back. No problems there. I'm going to talk about something else in a little second as well. I'm just going back over to secondary. Thought I heard someone coming then, it's not. But yeah, it's really, really comfortable. I'm happy. In fact, I'm just going to park in and just see how, this is a cycle path by the way, before people say I'm riding on the pavement. I'm just going to stop in here and just have a little look to see how we turn the lights on. I'm just trying to make sure you can see with my camera. Remember how to do it. Is it one or two presses? That's it, got it, did remember. So it was just two presses of the M button. And that turns lights on front and back. Should really put them on before I even started. However, we've got them on now. Very easily picked up, and that's in sport mode. You just got to be careful because without any effort, I'm doing 15 miles an hour, a little bit of care coming across entrances like that. My 360 camera has just fell down. I'll tell you while we're here, we'll just have a little look round. This is the bike. It's a good looking bike. You don't have to have the mud guards on it and the rack. As you can see, it looks the part as well. It doesn't really look like an e-bike. This is my 360 cam that's taken a knock a little bit, so I'm just going to retighten it because there's a little bit, there's the rear lights that you can see as well. This bike does have indicators. I'm just going to put the right one on. Oh no. Oh, it does. I was going to try and find out that question. There you go. So there's the indicators working. Just one press of a button. They're quite bright. Let's have a little look from distance. Pretty good, to be honest. And you can see that it's actually working on the display here, and you just have another press. In fact, there's a little light on here that shows it's working. That's really good. Okay, well, happy with that. There's one of my questions answered. I haven't ridden this, pretty obviously, but you can see that if you can work it out really simply without reading a manual, again, you know it's a decent bit of kit. Side stand all okay. I may very well have kicked my 360 camera, but in any case I'm glad I did park in to have a little look at that. So we've got indicators. I wonder whether they've got brake lights. I think we have. No, maybe not. In any case, that's all okay. What I would like to add with the indicators is that they wouldn't necessarily mean that you don't use your arm signals, because they're quite low down. You might very well be missed, so just be mindful of that. But all in all, it seems a really decent package. Just a bit fast for me in sport mode. I'm going to have a little go without any assistance. Yeah, it's quite a heavy bike to get going, so even the smallest level of assistance in eco makes it probably quite similar to me riding. No, it's probably a little bit more. I was going to say it makes it similar to me riding my road bike. It doesn't. This gives you much more assistance. It's easier to ride this than my road bike without any assistance. So I'm sure it would suit absolutely everyone. Now, I really am going to test it in a sec. We might have some jittery camera footage in any case. We will see. There's a little road a bit further up that I'm going to head down. I think to do this, I'm actually going to go on the road because it's a little, I'm just going to have a go on my left signal. It's a little pathway just down on this side. I'm now going to swap it to a right signal. Perfect. And I am just going to go in this little entrance and come back down there. So, yeah, heading across, no issues. And this is the little path. Remember to cancel your signal as well. That could be a little issue. I know it's a problem sometimes with people forgetting to cancel signals on motorbikes. That could be an issue if you're using this and you forget to do it. But there is a nice display giving us a readout when the signal's on again. Let's have a little look at that. You can see just above eco, it flashes. However, I'm not sure how often I would be looking down at that. So this next little section is really, really bumpy. While I'm bumping down here, I just want to have a little talk about the other battery option that we've got with this bike. You can get a battery holder where you can carry 2 batteries with you. Obviously they're extra weight that you're carrying, but you've got electrical assistance, so it doesn't really matter in the slightest. But you can get 2 extra batteries on the extended range version, and that means that you're going to be able to do, oh, this is a big bump, no issues, means you're going to do 238 kilometers. Now, I don't think personally anyone needs to take that option. I think 50 would be plenty for most people, because you can charge it up even when you get to work, or charge it up, what's this like? That's my type of bike in Liverpool. That's why, to be honest, I've never really got a road bike up until the last year or so. But yeah, I think the 50-mile-ish range would be plenty for people. Head this way. No problems with that. Let's head back down on the loop line. So, a little outing with this Fiido Nomad. I can't confirm any of the figures of range. I'm not sure of the power of the motor, I'll be totally honest. I know we are limited to, I think it's 250 watts, but I'm sure the battery was it? I can't remember, 41. Anyway, I'll show you the stats from the website. Did you see the reaction there? The horn's actually quite nice as well. It's sort of like non-shouty, if you like. I'll just have a little go with that up here. We've still got me, oh, just need to slow down for this young fella. Cheers, mate. Thanks, bud. Thank you. Right, let's see what, that horn worked well, by the way. It's not shouty. It's pretty good, that. There we go, assistance has finished. I'm going to put it in turbo mode and see what gear am I in. Let's stick it in the highest gear. Let's just make sure, yes, assistance finishes at 15.5. So no issues with these Fiido products. They're within the law. They're very well built as well. What I will add is that they also come with the most comprehensive toolkit I've had on any of the bikes that I've ever been sent. They're absolutely brilliant, superb. I had headphones in, so we just had to be careful there. In any case, that's about me done. Happy with this piece of kit. Now, what am I doing with this? I do collect these bikes. I'm giving loads away. And I'm not going to give this one away. I'm going to do something a little different. Many of you know one of my charities that I support is Carla Lane Animals in Need. I am going to put this bike on eBay. It's going to be a 99p start, and what I am going to do is anyone who wants this bike, make a bid for it, buy it. It's probably going to be collection only from Liverpool, but anyone who wins this, brilliant. I'll do a little handover with you with it, but I'm going to give every single penny away that I get from it to Carla Lane Animals in Need. So do a little bit of good, get yourself a decent, well put together, because I put it together, now a well put together, well built bike, and we can help some animals in need just before Christmas. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep safe, and I'll see you soon. Could have used my indicator there, couldn't I?